No, I'm taking it up with you because you're the one that's supposed to.
They don't want you to be filming in here. That's what that's saying.
Well, the thing is, sir, with all due respect, you're a police officer. You should protect our civil rights.
How you doing, officer? Man, pretty good. What's your name and badge number?
It's right here.
Banbury. Banbury.
4117.
Appreciate that. And you, sir?
Brian?
Officer Brian, your badge number? My thing is real quick, Officer Banbury. I find it very kind of disgusting. I kind of heard you say that I'm trying to bait them. I ain't like that.
A quiet day at Orlando's downtown library erupts when an auditor's camera meets a no-filming policy and a squad of puzzled officers. Managers threaten trespass cops, summon a supervisor, and the First Amendment gets put on trial in the very building that shelves the Constitution. Will policy trump press freedom, or will the lens stay rolling?
How's it going? Quick question. Is this library a public library or is it private?
The Orange County Public Library.
It's funded by public funds, correct?
Orange County Public Library.
Okay.
Why, what's up?
They're saying there's a policy that we can't film. She says, I can film the walls, but I can't film people. That doesn't make much sense. This is your policy, okay? It says, Orange County Library system strives to maintain privacy and comfort of people using library, okay. Yeah, this is a policy, but this is not law. So we're not in a private place.
The thing is, though, other things trump other things, okay? So
Not our rights.
Marijuana is federally illegal.
Okay.
But when you go state to state, or even city to city.
But we're not talking about drugs. We're talking about
a policy for this building.
What about our rights in a public place?
You can take that up with the mayor or someone else.
No, I'm taking it up with you because you're the one that's supposed to.
They don't want you to be filming in here. That's what that's saying.
Well, the thing is, sir, with all due respect, you're a police officer. You should protect our civil rights. We have freedom of the press. It's under the First Amendment. Okay. As long as I'm in a public place, there should be no problem. That's why I'm asking if it's publicly funded or not. They can put a rule, but the rule can't trump our rights.
So what is it you're looking for?
I'm just walking around freely in a public building, taking pictures, working on a story about the library. You know, this comes from us, bro. We should be allowed to come here and video record and post videos on the internet about this beautiful library that we have here in downtown Orlando. Okay. It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
I don't usually go to libraries, but this is a very nice one and it costs a lot of money, so we have to make sure that our rights are being protected in this building as well. You see, these people are here with all the proper documents that state that we indeed have the right to work on videos and stuff right here. That when you want to learn about the Constitution, you go to the library and you ask. Yes, sir.
So we're giving you an informative moment that's letting you know that you need to stop filming in the library without the library's permission.
Do you guys own this place? Is it a private place?
So that is our rule.
Can I speak to your boss, ma'am? Because your rules, so you can set rules. Listen, ma'am, this is Auditing America with 130 million combined views on the web. Okay. We do this for a living. We know for a fact that we are allowed to be here. The Orlando Police Department also knows that we have the right to be in public areas. So, I mean, I encourage, if you are going, I'm sorry.
Our marketing public relations department.
I will, but
if you go up there right now and they give you permission to film, that's fine.
But the thing is, ma'am, you have the document that gives me permission right here. It's the Constitution. It's a Bill of Rights. We have freedom of the press. Yes. So, I'm not at Walmart, ma'am, with all due respect.
So we have a 3 strikes policy. If we give you an informative moment.
What law am I breaking right now?
You are breaking the rules of the Orange County Library system, which tell you that you cannot film in here.
You cannot set rules that trump my rights, ma'am. I'm not trying to argue with you.
Now I am giving
She's not understanding. Could you call your supervisor, please? I understand.
Verbal.
I understand, but ma'am, I don't.
Second strike.
No, I don't understand. I don't need. Officer. I'm ending my conversation with her, and I'm speaking with you now.
She's a supervisor here.
I understand, but you're the police, and this is a public place. She has no authority over me, sir. So I encourage you to please do the right thing, or call you for what crime? For what crime? Okay, listen to me. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and step outside. Listen. Would you trespass me if you want? Okay, let's step outside, but I need. We're done. Trespass? I'm walking out. She's ready. She wants to trespass me, sir, for absolutely no reason. What do you think about that? I've done nothing wrong. Could you call your supervisor so that we can all agree that this is a public building? I have the right to be here.
How you doing? So yeah, they got the rules and stuff, okay? So if you want to take that up, you can call, if you go on like the website, like the Orange County Public Library or whatever, you can go on the website and look up to see if you want to make a formal complaint for the supervisor.
Sir, you do know that if I walk in there and she says that I have to leave and you trespass me without a crime, you ID me without a crime.
They want you to leave.
They don't have that authority. They work for us. They work
to a supervisor?
Yes, because they don't have that authority. This is a public place. It's the same thing as being in the sidewalk. It's the same thing.
Oscar 686.
Am I being detained?
Can I get a supervisor over here?
Am I being detained?
Did I say you're being detained?
Well, she's insisting on trespassing. I don't know what your mindset is,
well,
but
it's kind of like the the situation with like people not wearing a mask or whatever.
Correct.
So when that first came out, people thought that they were being arrested for not wearing a mask. Okay, that wasn't the case. The thing is, though, like a private entity like 7-Eleven, something like that, they told them to leave for not wearing a mask because that was the rules that they had.
But that's a private place.
They were being arrested.
That's why over here it says. That's why over here it says encouraged. They're encouraging people because you have the option.
I was just giving you an example from when the coronavirus first came out.
I have full understanding of public property and versus private property. If we were at Walmart, 7-Eleven, CVS, Walgreens, and they tell me to leave, I have to leave right away.
I got a supervisor on the way for you.
Awesome. And I believe that you will do the right thing. It's okay if you're not sure.
Just hang tight, they'll be here for you.
All right.
How's your day going so far?
It's going good. It's going good. You haven't heard about us yet? No?
So is this like a full-time job for you?
This is a very full-time job.
Okay.
So I never break the law. I'm never nasty or loud, although the First Amendment protects me to say things that are not nice sometimes. But that's not my style. I treat people the way I want to be treated. So this is a public library. We can walk into City Hall with cameras. We can walk into the FBI building with cameras. We can walk in anywhere that's publicly funded. What's the deal with this building? They say I can film the walls, but I can't film. It makes no sense.
That's on them, man.
Well, sir, it's not on them. It's on you. You're supposed to inform her that, ma'am, there's nothing you can do about him taking pictures of in a public place. You understand? There's no crime. You can't just point at somebody in a public place and trespass them for no reason. You know what I'm saying, officer? It's unlawful. Unless I'm breaking the law, then. If I'm breaking the law, then. But if there's no law being broken, there's no reason for that. I mean, we have the right to film cops. These guys, I filmed them earlier. How's it going?
What's up? The library kicked him out for their policies and stuff, and he's not having it. He wants to talk to the supervisor. So he's on his way. Supervisor's on his way.
Do you agree? This is a public place.
That's not for me to.
Yes,
that's not for me to decide. Sir.
It is. You're a police officer. You're the one that's protecting my rights, correct?
If a business doesn't want you there, sir, that's their right to.
But that only applies to a private business. This is a public
Sir, the
place.
supervisor's on the way. I'm not going to get into it with you. I know what you guys do, sir. So
Sir,
I'm not going to engage in the conversation.
Am I not saying something that's reasonable?
I've explained to you, sir, that if a place doesn't want you there, that you have to leave, sir. If it goes against their policies and everything.
Did you know?
The supervisor's on his way, sir.
Okay, no problem. But you guys all need to learn that we have the right.
Supervisor's on the way.
I understand,
Okay,
but
supervisor's on the way.
we have the right to be there. It's not a matter of they want you gone. Unless I've broken the law, I haven't been disorderly. I haven't been disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we've been starting to run around and have the call after call after call after call now. So.
You see, guys, that's why we have 130 million combined views on the web, because we catch everybody doing the wrong thing. Kind of like you guys. Kind of like you guys, I'm protecting the Constitution. You're supposed to, the only thing I didn't swear.
Who are you talking to?
I'm sorry?
Where are you talking to?
I'm talking to thousands of people right now.
Okay. Supervisor's still on the way, okay?
Awesome. Thousands watching.
Okay.
We're just,
Sponsor.
we're not breaking the law. She said step out. I was nice enough to step outside and wait for supervisor, although I didn't have to because I was in a public place engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Freedom of the press, First Amendment. As long as you're not breaking the law, you can do whatever you want in a public place.
Okay.
In there is the same thing as over here. I appreciate you guys calling the supervisor. He should be informed. And if he's not, wow, this is going to be seen by a lot of people. And it's unfortunate because the Orlando Police Department has been doing a great job lately.
Appreciate that.
On First Amendment audits. I mean, you guys already have at least 500,000 hits on the internet just in my channel. What's up, folks? Now we have a lot of police officers over here for a guy with a camera.
They're actually coming back from another call, sir. So.
I only requested a supervisor. Actually, he could have handled it himself. He's a police officer. How's it going, brother? Do you agree that that the library can set a policy on video recording, although it's publicly funded and we paid for it? Do you agree that they can just kick you out? They say I could film the. Do you agree with that? What about freedom of the press and our First Amendment right that you swore to protect? What about that? Nothing to say about that. Do you understand that we have thousands watching, sir? We just want you to do the right thing. This is sad. It's sad that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police officers. Nobody's standing up for the Constitution, for the First Amendment. I mean, come on. Come on. You just stare at me like I'm crazy. You have thousands of comments of people agreeing with me. What are you going to think about that? You should just, you don't care. You don't care at all. You just follow orders. Okay. Okay, just like Nazi Germany. Unreal. Unreal. Is he the supervisor? Are you the supervisor?
Yeah, he's on his way.
All right. All right. Do you agree with this? That they could kick somebody out for taking pictures?
So, stop right there. They can kick anybody out for whatever they want. It's their property. They control it.
How much they paid for this property? Because that's the only way, if it's private.
So,
Did you know that they can't kick me out of the tax collector's office? What makes them think that they could kick me out of here? Did you see the video? How you doing? Am I not allowed to be here in the library, sir? Okay, everybody has a bad attitude towards the camera guy for no reason.
That's how the cops is. They wear badge and stuff. They also
bad attitude towards me for no reason. I'm just look. This is Auditing America. We have thousands watching. We're not breaking the law.
Because they rescue us, they'll be nice, but they the most hateful people. They can't stand to go do something. They'll look at you with an attitude because they got a badge on.
Yeah, he just admitted that he just only follows orders.
You see how many of them up here just for this? That's how they is. They come like that.
For a guy with a camera. I'm peaceful. We would never break the law.
That's why if I need help, I would never call them.
They don't.
Because instead of them being heroes, they be quick to put a person down.
The real heroes is the fire department.
Yeah, exactly.
They jump in.
Those the ones who people treat nasty.
They jump in fire for you, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sure these guys are good people. They're probably not informed.
Get a check and keep it moving. They just tell you how they feel, just keep it moving. And then if you talk back to them, they're gonna shoot you. That's how they feel.
I hope that doesn't happen like that. You know, I don't think you guys would do that. I'm actually trying my best to stand up for you guys right now. You know, have you guys look good as the Orlando Police Department in front of thousands, you know? But instead, you're over here scratching your head about the First Amendment. You guys don't need a supervisor for that. I mean, it's not fair. If anything, what about my peace? You guys are disturbing the peace because you're removing me from a public place without me breaking the law or being disrespectful. I mean, although the First Amendment protects me, but she don't like you guys. She don't like you guys. I like police officers because they are supposed to protect the Constitution. You see? You're supposed to help me right now, not encourage me to leave after I've done nothing wrong.
They so hateful to people with this. It's sad.
Yeah,
And I can't stand to be around them. My heart beats fast even when I'm around y'all.
I apologize that you feel like that about the Orlando police, ma'am.
You gotta apologize for them.
I'm gonna because
That's
you
how
see,
it is.
I'm
They
gonna,
got
ma'am.
guns and everything. That's
I-
how it is.
I understand, ma'am.
When you can carry around a gun anytime you feel like it's stuff, you won't be this way.
I understand, ma'am. But you see, these guys are people as well. They may just not be informed.
That's why they get a check and move it on.
I tried, brothers. You better stand up for the Constitution or something in front of her.
They just get a check and moving on. You see how they just sit there? They don't care what your situation is. They just get a check and moving on with their lives. As soon as this over, they're gonna drink, don't listen, drink a coffee and talk about you. That's how they do. Did you see the dude? He was recording us. Oh yeah. We don't care about them. We just keep it moving. That's how they talk.
Okay.
Hey, how we doing?
How are you, Sergeant? I'm
Good.
just trying to figure out the difference between public property and private property.
Okay, listen.
I haven't broken the law, so
Listen, hold
they want
on,
me to
stop.
Yes.
When they spoke to them, they said that the reason that they asked you to leave is because you failed to comply with the directive. The directive they're talking about is photographing, filming, and everything else inside. And
I stepped out right away.
Well, yeah, no, she said that's fine.
Okay.
She also said that if you wanted to film in there, just get with them, and they will get you the permission, all the stuff that you need. Okay.
What about our First Amendment right to video record in a public place? Is it gone?
Listen, this is their policy, and that's what they're going by. Okay.
Sir, did you know that
I understand
you
what
guys are being tyrants, though?
No.
Yes, you
I
are.
understand what you're trying to do. And
I'm trying to
letting
walk
you know-
freely in a public
I'm letting
place.
you know that's what's done. Well, if you're walking, the sidewalk's right here. Go ahead.
And that's free in there too, sir. That's not a private property. That's
because
the
you violated the rules, they asked you to leave.
sir. The
And
rules
that's-
can't trump your rights.
That's why
Rules
they have this.
rules can't trump your right.
Then sue the county.
You're encouraging me to sue the county, sir? Of course, it's not your money. Of course. You're encouraging me to sue the county, sir? Come on. Unreal. Unreal. This is unreal.
Have a good day.
It's not a good day when you guys are walking around being tyrants. You're walking around being tyrants. Walk of shame. Walk of shame. We're gonna come back here. I'm not loitering. I have a job that pays your salary. This is paying your salary. Tyrant Sergeant, you're supposed to lead. You're supposed to lead.
Public funds mean public rights. When a sign clashes with the Constitution, ask for the statute, stay polite, and let the camera teach. Policies can guide behavior, but they can't erase the First Amendment. Exercise your freedoms calmly. Every recording turns confusion into clarification, one frame at a time. As that reminder of policy versus principle still echoes our lens, glides over to Davis, California, ready to see whether City Hall's open doors truly welcome an open camera. When a cameraman strolls into Davis, California's City Hall, a simple photo walk detonates a standoff staff whisper about confidential papers officers swarm an empty council chamber, and one deputy tries to invent a private ceremony on the spot. Watch how a camera, a calm cross-examination, and 30 long minutes for 2 simple forms expose just how fast public service can morph into stonewalling.
What was that?
Are you here with one of the families?
Why is that?
This is a private event. This part of the building is closed to the public
Why is it closed?
because it is. You can exit right here.
Seems pretty open to me.
Nope. It's
Is there
invite
signs
only.
up or
Yep.
something?
Invite only.
Where is it?
Authorized people.
But where is that at? Because it is city council chambers, right?
It's not the city council in here right now.
But
When the city council is here, it's open to the public. City council is not here, so it's not open to the public.
do you guys have
Thank
that
you.
posted?
Yep. I'll
Where
post it right
is
now.
it at? That's what I'm saying. Where is
I'll
it? I'm
post
trying
right
to check
now.
it out.
Yep. Come out. I'll post it.
Well, yeah, once it's posted, I'll leave. No problem. Till then, it's open to the public. What was your name, sir? This guy's something else. All of a sudden, they think this is a closed meeting. I'm sure that you can be here. Oh, that's fucking ridiculous. So this just get all the information. I'll get his information and see what they're trying to say it's closed for, and check it out, because if it's not posted, you don't get to just close it just because you want to. There are a lot of public members here. Look at a lot of people of the public. So
This will be on the door.
you just have a sign saying it's closed? So what meeting is this? That way I can do the research.
It's not a public meeting.
Well, I know, but what is it so I can do the
Are
research?
you recording right now? Because if so, I don't want my children on your recording.
I can keep them off, no problem. Yeah, I'm asking a couple questions, sir. That shouldn't be a
already answered the
problem.
questions.
No, you haven't. What meeting is this, or what is
It's not
this?
a meeting.
What is it? That way I can do the research, because you don't get to just
There is no
decide out
research.
of nowhere that this is a closed office. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
This is a public building, sir. Public meeting.
It's a police department awards ceremony and promotion ceremony for employees and their families. So it is a private event.
Well, you said employees and their families. People can come. These are all public members.
It's invite only for families.
Where's the invitations? Show me an invitation and I'll bounce.
I don't have an invitation. When I'm
Does somebody else have one?
All the employees.
Can you show me an email? Look, I'm trying to make this easy. If you guys really have an invite only and it's invitation only, I have no problem leaving. But if it's not, you don't get to just decide you don't like me here.
No, we don't come to these anticipating having to justify a closed event. If it was council chambers and it was council meeting and open to the public, then yeah, absolutely.
But it's not a closed event. It's clearly open. All the doors are open. There's nobody checking anybody's invite. People are just walking in. That's an open event, sir. If they can be here, I can be here.
That every single person who's in here is a family member of one of the people being recognized. It's a private event.
But what's the problem? I'd love to highlight officers being recognized. I mean, that'd be awesome, right? So that's why I'm saying, what's the issue? I'm just trying to highlight good,
to step out.
good officers.
Wait till you're welcome to come back another time. This is just not one of the.
I know, but it's one of those things, like, you guys can't just decide out of nowhere that it's a closed meeting. You can't, though. You don't have law backing that. You guys have maybe like ego or something like that backing that, but it's not law. You see what I'm saying? So, but like I said, if you can,
for our employees, and we're recognizing
and
that.
it's
this
because,
right now for my
ma'am,
children.
you need to back out of
And
my
now
face.
I get
Back
to
out
go
of my
load up
face.
my 3 children
Don't
again
touch my
because
camera and
you
back out of my face.
and won't get out.
I don't have an attitude. You're the one having an attitude, lady. See you later. Kick
You're
rocks.
generating attention that's not.
No, I'm not. I'm just standing here. How am I generating anything? Because I have a camera is generating attention? It's crazy. You guys are off the hook.
Off the hook because we asked.
It's just crazy.
It's a private event.
It's not a private event, sir. The door's wide open. There's nobody here. I watched 20 people walk in, don't show anything. All of a sudden, I walk in and it's a private event. That's just crazy. It's ridiculous. If you guys had locked doors, people checking invitations, then it would be a private event. But because you decide all of a sudden it's a private event, that doesn't mean it's a private event. If I didn't have a camera, I could have walked and sat down. Nobody would have ever said anything to me. Because I have a camera, you guys don't like transparency. You guys don't want me here. What does it have to do with it? Because what's this provide? This provides a look into what's going on here. It's called transparency. This is the only problem you have. So what's the issue? And what was your name and badge number, by the way?
You can read that right there. That's my badge number, and that's my name.
How do you pronounce it? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Can you read that? McNiven.
Okay, that's easy. Yeah. And badge number?
We're all out there and turn off the lights and then.
Okay.
When we're all
So
out,
we
you can
vacated
turn
the
out the
chamber,
lights
so
and then
everyone's gotta
throw
leave.
them out.
Yeah. You're welcome to come back any other time.
I should be welcome now as well. You guys are highlighting officers that did a good job as well.
Who here is a family member of yours?
I don't have to say that. I'm not saying whether I have a family member here or not. I don't have to justify why I'm here. This is an
I don't
open.
show up to random events. I wasn't.
This is an
invited to be
open
here.
public event.
It's actually not.
That's and I've said it many a
That's
times,
the thing.
sir. Listen, I've said
We'll
it many
agree to
times.
disagree.
Can you show me this?
We're leaving.
Can you show me this?
leave, and we're shutting down the chambers. So I'm asking you to leave. I'm not going to tell
Well,
you.
this is normally open during the public hours,
No,
right?
it's not.
People can come in here
No, they cannot.
during regular
The
public
council
hours.
chambers are closed, and I'm telling you, you need to leave. We're all leaving. All right, we're leaving.
Cool. I'll
That
hang
means you too.
I'll hang
No,
around
you
with
have
you
to
guys.
leave too.
Yeah, I'll hang around with you. I just have to go outside the store. I don't have to go anywhere else.
We
So-
get what you're doing. We get you're trying to push our buttons. We
I-
get you're trying to
I'm being
instigate something. You're
cordial.
getting your attention.
I'm being
That's fine.
respectful.
You can
I'm not
post whatever
pushing
you want.
buttons.
That's
If I
fine.
wanted to
Okay.
push buttons,
All right?
I'd be calling
Go ahead.
names and
Go ahead
doing
and
things
step
like
out.
that.
Everyone's vacating the chamber.
This
Go ahead and
is
step
this
out.
is wide open. Conference room. These are all wide open to the public. That's closed. That don't mean this is. You need to not touch me as well. Back up.
We're done now.
What's your name?
My name's John Evans.
Badge number.
43.
Why are you walking up, touching me?
I'm just standing here.
You aren't just
We're
touching
asking
me.
you to leave.
It's
How
time to
many
go.
times do we have
This
to ask
is
you to leave?
open to the public.
not.
How is this not
That's
open to the
we're
public?
going to agree to disagree. on
There's
this.
public. No, we're not going to agree to disagree. This is during work hours. There's public restrooms here. This is open to the public. You guys want to close that? That don't mean you can just close this. You guys don't have that authority.
There's going to be no city employees
You don't-
here in a short amount of time. So therefore, it's not open to the public anymore.
That doesn't make sense. What are the business hours here,
The
sir?
business hours are over there where the offices
8 to 5. What time is it, sir?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
That's about
Council's
3.
not in
It's
session.
about 3:30.
Council's not in session.
Okay, so you close the city council chambers. That doesn't
what we
mean
just
that,
did.
that doesn't mean that this is closed. This is perfectly open. I can use the
You
restroom.
can stand here all
Right?
day. I get what you're doing.
Okay,
You're
then
trying
what
to
is your
generate attention.
issue, sir? Then what is your issue?
Because
I
this
suggest
is
you go
an
on and do what you want to
invitation only
do.
to family
Again, what did I
members of
say
our
very
department.
clearly? If one of you
That
guys
which you don't fit that criteria. Are
listen
you a
instead of
family
speak,
member of
I don't
one of
have
our
to. I don't
police?
have to justify that. Maybe I
Okay,
am.
we're done.
But if you can show me an invitation, I will gladly bounce. If you can show me somewhere where you guys publicly posted that this is a closed meeting, invitation only, or show me somebody's invitation that says invite only, you must bring this, I will gladly leave. I've said it 10 times. Can you show me
I'm
that?
not the chief of police. You can ask the chief for that.
Ask them for it, and I'll gladly
can ask
leave.
them.
I'm trying to work with you guys. You guys are getting all excited and,
I'm not excited.
and being jerks for no reason.
We're not being jerks.
You're not being jerks. You didn't just close this off all because I had a camera. What if I walked in and sat down and didn't have a camera? Would anybody even have talked to me?
What's that?
You didn't hear the question, or you have to think
Go
about
ahead.
an
Go
answer?
ahead. No, go ahead. Ask the question.
What if I walked in and sat down and didn't have my camera out? Would anybody even have spoke to me?
What would the purpose of being
Answer
here
the
to
question.
begin with?
That's a question. Answer the question. Would
Because you
anybody
have-
even have spoken to me?
Probably
Did I not have a
because we
camera?
don't know who you are. You're not a family member.
How do you know
a
that?
guest of one
You
of
just
our
said you don't
employees.
know who I am, so how do you know that I'm not a family member? How do you know I'm not a distant relative?
What do you do for a living?
How do you know that I'm
What
not
do
a
you
distant
do for-
relative,
well,
sir?
Clearly, we know you're not.
How do you know this? You don't. You're,
Okay,
you're
cool.
guessing.
Can you
You
name the
said
employee?
you said you don't know who I am.
Can you name the employer you're here to see?
You don't know who I
Can
am,
you name
right?
the employer you're here to see?
Do you not know who I am?
No,
It
can you
has it
formulate
rang a
your
bell. I'm not
response
going
on
to
this?
answer. I'm not going to answer the questions. I don't
Okay,
answer
then I'm
your
not gonna
questions.
answer yours.
Yeah, you do. You answer
I
them.
don't. I don't
You
have
have
to.
to.
No, I
Yes, you
don't.
do. You
No,
work
I
for
don't.
us, sir.
We're done.
We're
I
done.
don't have
We're,
to
we're
talk
not. I'm not done. Then don't talk to me. Go about your business. This is wide open. Look, wide open, sir. Doors aren't locked. These guys are something else, man. This is what we call a power
We're
trip.
gonna lock this, so
I'll be able to
you
get
can
out.
come out now or wait till we tell you to leave. We're gonna lock the chambers. So we're all leaving. I hope you got good battery life on that phone.
Pretty good.
Okay.
They got a while left. Got a little bit left. I don't understand the issue here. Can I have your name and badge number, sir?
Yep, name's right there, badge number's right there.
And what is it?
Ritter 232.
There you go. How come
For
you
those
didn't
that
just
can't
do
read.
that the first time? You gotta
Right
make
there.
you gotta make a little remark, huh?
Well,
That's-
people are on your phone.
that's
I don't know if
cute.
they can read or not. Or if
That's
they can
cute.
hear.
Nobody's on my phone.
Okay.
That's real cute, sir. What's your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Mez, badge 235.
There we go. We got one that just identifies. No big deal. How come that was such a big deal? That's what I don't understand. All you guys. It's funny. We got people here saying I'm stirring shit and I'm trying to start shit, but yet you guys don't even just provide proper service.
It's locked. It's locked. All right. It's locked. Yep.
Cool, it's locked. Let's go. We'll go to the next venue as well. Now, this is ridiculous. This is the Davis Police Department, Davis, California. Obviously don't know how to treat members of the public. You had some crazy lady trying to grab my phone, which is a crime, and none of these officers did anything about it because that's how much they are are professional and actually do their job. So we'll just kind of hang out with these guys. Let's get this one here. Got it. That so here we got another car who's probably just waiting and following me. They're gonna try to follow me, so let's see which one is this guy. This is, oh, that's not him. That's not him. Well, we can definitely get his thing though, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Maybe come over here. See how he's doing. How's it going?
Can you get away from my car?
No, I'm busy right now.
Can you get away from my car?
You gonna move?
What's that?
Were you moving or?
No, I'm getting out of my car.
Oh, you gonna get out? Go ahead.
Yeah.
There you go. Definitely let you out, no problem. We got another one who's obviously has a bad attitude. He's not getting out.
Get away from my car.
I don't have to get away from your car, sir.
Get away from my car. I'm trying to get out of my car.
You're out. Go ahead. You got plenty of room here.
I'm trying to get out, so
you
need
got
to back
plenty of room here, sir. And what's your name and badge number? Name and badge number, sir? Hey, excuse me, name and badge number.
I'm not stopping you. I'm not talking to you.
You are speaking to me, and you're giving me orders, telling me to get away from your car. I need your name and badge number. And I need your name and badge number. Can I get your name and badge number?
Right here, on my shirt.
Right here? You guys have a big family.
You have a video of me.
I don't have your name. Isn't it in your policy to identify yourself?
It's on my shirt.
Is it in your policy, sir, to identify yourself? You did contact me. You told me to move. You're giving me orders. See? Typical, man. Typical. Act like a man, huh?
Public buildings run on tax dollars, not personal preference. If a sign isn't posted and no statute-cited policies can't trump the First Amendment, ask questions, stand firm, and document every delay, because every minute of needless stonewalling reminds us why transparency matters. Rights flex only when we exercise them. As that reminder of taxpayer-powered transparency still echoes, our focus shifts to Schaumburg, Illinois, ready to see whether a neighborhood post office can handle the heat of a rolling lens. Step inside Schaumburg, Illinois, where a routine stop at a U.S. post office turns upside down the moment a camera appears. Clerks call the filming stupid police arrive to sort it out, and a First Amendment auditor stands his ground documenting every salty remark and shuttered window in real time. Buckle up for a crash course in public accountability.
True professional.
Sir, can you please leave?
Why?
Because you, please leave.
Why?
Because I'm asking you.
I mean, why are you asking?
Please, are you getting service?
Are you the postmaster?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Are you getting service?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, so can you leave and then once you think about it, come back?
Why would I have to leave though?
Can you leave?
I'm asking.
I'm telling you to leave. Please leave.
For what though? For what
because
reason?
You're not getting service now. So can you please
What?
leave?
I'm documenting the building.
Can you please leave?
I understand you're trying to protect your employees' feelings.
Leave.
Absolutely not. Y'all too unprofessional up in here.
You come in here with a camera. Don't do that.
Look at all the other cameras. Look at all the other ones.
Yeah, but so what?
So what?
You don't know what?
Look. What you mean? You on a public dime, ain't you?
You don't know. I'm sure not. Hey, you don't know.
How come you're not?
This be sales power, not me.
How do you? That don't even make sense. Oh well, bye. 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 Wow, y'all see how they acting up in here? That's what you call ratchet. Well, we gonna send the Inspector General this video. We definitely are. We definitely are. Y'all seen her twerking on the job, y'all? Ratchet, man. And then we got the postmaster here. She come out on 10.
630.
Wow.
Finish.
I mean, it sounds like she calling the police. This is unnecessary. Just totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary.
Yes.
She said 55 or 60. TTA Fatty, I look that old. Y'all let me know. They totally unprofessional up in here. Y'all know we gonna file all type of complaints on these folks.
Hello, I do apologize for being inconvenient.
Listen to her.
We need to leave out? No, you're.
She said the police coming. She wanted me to hear that though, to see if I was gonna take off. I ain't gonna run. They expect you to run when you say the police.
Hello, ma'am.
We ain't gonna do that
Need
though.
help with anything? You fine? Okay. And you're just Melanie?
Wow.
Gotcha.
Wow. Man, she just told that customer that the police is coming, so we definitely gonna hang around and wait for them. Then hopefully they'll get educated.
Thank you, and you have a wonderful day, okay?
You too.
Hello.
She just told me to step aside.
Wow.
Okay, no problem.
And they have arrived, TTA family. How you doing, officer?
Good, how are you?
Man, pretty good. What's your name and badge number?
It's right here.
Banbury. Banbury.
4117.
Appreciate that. And you, sir?
Brian?
Officer Brian, your badge number?
4321.
Wow, 4321. And you, sir? Officer let me see, Miranda. Oh, like Miranda Rice, right? Okay. And your badge number, sir?
2319.
2319. Let me just inform you guys what happened real quick. I came in, I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story. I started recording in the lobbies here. And they came out real aggressive. One employee started cussing and things of that nature like that. And then the postmaster came out just like, you can't do it, you have to leave. And I was trying to, even if you guys want to check it out right here, it's actually right here. And it's weird that they don't know. Yeah, so, they called you guys out here, wasting your resources. Sorry about that.
Well, so obviously public property.
Correct.
The only way I understand I can do anything about is if you're causing disturbance.
I'm absolutely not.
Are you standing like in the back or something?
Literally standing around right here. Standing right here, recording, and this young lady, yeah, for sure. The postmaster here, like I said, she came out second, real aggressive. Yeah. The first lady that came out started swearing and everything, so the disturbance was actually perpetrated by them. So, yeah, this is all exactly what I'm doing now was what I was doing before you guys got here.
Did you interact with them out?
Just a dialogue. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Did you interact with them all? You started
just verbally.
Yeah, standing here with the camera.
Yeah, just verbally interaction. No physical, no threats. Like how we having a dialogue. Just
were they dealing with customers?
Not at the time. No. Now the first young lady, as you can see her right there, yeah, the one with the longer hair right there in the middle, she was the first one to say something like, "Are you feel me?" And I told her, yeah. And then the other one got real irate. Like, she said, be honest with you, this was verbatim, exactly what she said. I hate when they come in here and do that shit.
I'm sure you can assume that it's kind of frustrating. Nobody likes to be videotaped. But trust me, I'll back that 100%. Would you mind identifying yourself?
I do kind of mind.
That's fine.
I do kind of mind.
You haven't broken any laws. I don't expect you to. So I always like to ask.
Okay.
If you don't mind just hanging out here, I'm just going to talk to her.
Yeah. I mean,
make sure she's on the same page, and I'll let her know that there's not much I can do.
Okay. I mean, yeah, because another thing I was going to ask you guys, this is the city of Schaumburg, right? Yes. Village of Schaumburg. I was going to see basically too as well. Do you guys have like a contract with the post office to enforce like federal regulation?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
It means we treat all public property generally the same.
Okay.
Unless we want to have something like traffic-wise.
Right.
We don't think we have anything like that.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Let me go talk to her really quick, just figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I know, man. Like I said, man, sorry for you guys even have to get dispatched out here, man. Well, I mean, when you guys leave, I'm gonna go back in there. So, well, you know what? To be perfectly honest with you, I'm kind of glad I was just filming because I just heard Officer, is this Danbury? Okay, I just heard him say some very disturbing things. So I need to document this, sir.
It's up to you, but I'm just trying to keep the peace, so I don't want to.
Nothing's unpeaceful. Everything's peaceful.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, Mr. Danbury. Danbury, not Danbury.
Maybe first name just so I can respond to you. You have to give me an answer.
James.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get in the way. If you can step over.
My thing is real quick, Officer Bamber. I find it very kind of disgusting. I kind of heard you say that I'm trying to bait them. I ain't like that.
Most times when I find that people are here with cameras,
right,
and they're with the camera, and it sounds like they're literally telling me that you're arguing with people and calling them names.
I said that they were ratchet, which they are, and I have a right to say that.
No, you don't.
How come I don't?
I'm just gonna break this down as simple as possible. You're free to be in here.
I know.
You're free to video record.
I know.
You're not called a disturbance.
That's not a disturbance. A disturbance is a physical act.
Disturbance is going to be determined what they say and what I determine.
Legally, a disturbance is a physical act.
If you're getting in their way of them actually doing their job,
Which I wasn't.
Sounds like you are.
Or wasn't
I
though?
don't know. I'll take both sides. That's all I can do.
Right. Well, no, that's that. I mean, if they're lying to you, then that's a charge as well, right? Come on now. Right? Oh, it depends. Why does it depend?
Anywho, so
I'm just saying.
You just can't be in here causing a disturbance.
I'm not causing a
I'm going to
disturbance.
force you out.
I'm not causing a
And
disturbance.
I told them that as long as you're not causing any more disturbance for them, there's not much I can do.
I'm not causing a disturbance, man. Like I told you guys when you first came in, but I'm just saying I didn't like the verbiage that you used. Said I'm trying to bait. That rubbed me the wrong way.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Apologize for taking it that way. It is.
I'm taking it precisely how you conveyed it. I don't bait anybody. You know?
That, James, there's not much I can do for them.
I know.
So I'm just gonna get out of you guys' hair. But if they call us back and say disturbance, they got video.
That's exactly right. So, and if they do, and you see the video and it's a lie, somebody has to get arrested, right? Because it's to your discretion. Okay.
So,
It'd also be to your discretion if I get arrested as well, right?
but other than that, so we're gonna get out of you guys' hair. I let her know the same thing.
Signs on the wall don't outrank rights in the Constitution. If a public employee meets your lens with insults, keep filming, stay courteous, and let the footage speak. The moment police confirm your freedom to record, every unnecessary call-out becomes evidence proof that transparency wins when citizens refuse to blink.